You're active today, aren't you? All right. We're going to go about our day here. Good morning, life in Florida. Well, today I'm at Erna Nixon Park. It's my first time here. They got walking trails, animals, things to see. So let's take a walk in these trails and check out this place and see what we find. Well, we got to start at the beginning and at the entrance here. They got their park rules and regulations. No smoking, no pets allowed, no jogging, no running, no skateboarding. What do we got here? Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's like a butterfly area. All right. Let's see, it's pretty cool. Yes, it's all about butterflies right in here. Right by the front entrance. So I guess they're flying around here. And see if we see any. Got a little resting area. Yeah, they're big on the butterflies, huh? Look at that. All right, well, this is pretty cool. Yeah, this is big on the butterflies over here. Hello. Wow, got a squirrel on a tree. You see him? See if we can zoom in on him. Maybe we won't lose him. There he is. Hey, baby, how you doing? Uh-huh. No, I don't have any food for you. You're active today, aren't you? All right. We're going to go about our day here. We will see you later, okay? Oh, they got a nice little area here, all these benches and everything. Wow. Restrooms back there. And they got information here on the park. And I'll have to grab one of these on the Erna Nixon Park. Okay, well, there's some information about the gopher tortoises that are here. And I understand that there's a good chance we may see some Indio snakes, which are non-venomous, that are here, along course with squirrels, raccoons, and other animals. Nice little big trail here, nice railing and everything. And you got like a little area right here, a little lookout point. Let's check it out. I always enjoy these type of places. I haven't been doing them in a while, but you never know what you're going to run across. And I get a little exercise. I enjoy the walk. Clears my head. I relax. Kind of be out here with nature, which I really enjoy. Now let's get back to this trail, and I'll tell you a little bit from this brochure about who was Erna Nixon and about this park. So let's see what it says. So it says here, Erna Nixon was a trained biologist and a lifelong student and teacher of nature. Her and her husband moved to nearby Melbourne village in 1955. And she, since she's a love of nature, in 1973, the land that is now Erna Nixon Park, this here, was zoned for warehouses by the county. What do we got here? Okay, more about the trails and things. We're going to kind of go on our own here. It's mapped out pretty well. And in 1976, the boardwalk was completed and opened to the public. In 1981, the park was formally dedicated to Miss Nixon, and the pavilion and nature center were opened. Miss Nixon passed away in 1986 at the age of 95. A little information there. Well, she lived a long life, and she had a love for nature and parks. And that's all good. It's a pretty nice little boardwalk. There's a little garden right here. This is a sabal palm tree, also known as a cabbage tree. And it grows about 65 feet in height and has a 2-foot trunk. Pretty interesting. Now let's get back to this trail. Pretty cool place. They've got they got 54 acres here. That's a pretty good sized place. Maybe we'll run across some more animals. We already caught that squirrel. And look at this tree here. Now we got some Spanish moss on that. Wow. It's about 9:30 in the morning. So get a nice walk in, little exercise, see what we catch here. Walking the boardwalk, walking the boardwalk. Well, in the course of walking the boardwalk, I walked the whole park. And I got down by the front area and I had to use the restroom, so I used the restrooms nice and clean, so that's a nice plus. And I was talking with some folks and I said, did I walk the whole park? They said, yeah, you did. I go, it's only one trail basically that goes all the way around, just kind of zigzags and things. They said, yeah, that's it. I said, oh, okay, well, I'll walk it a second time. Maybe you'll come across some animals or see something new on the second walk. And they go, yeah, it's a good idea. They go, it's not as big or, spread out as Turkey Creek. And I go, yeah, that's where I normally go. But it's a nice park, clean restrooms, benches, butterfly area. Let's just go a little bit more further and see what I come across on the second walk. Well, this area here is closed off. You can see the big lock down there. So you can't go back there, just employees, but that would be a fun area to walk through and check out, and I would do it, but they've closed it off. So let's see what we come across here. Is an interesting little part of the boardwalk here with these turns and all these trees and everything. Maybe we'll see some animals. Sometimes I'll stop here for a while and look out into the brush and see if I see something. One time at Turkey Creek, I caught a whole family of raccoons, and as I got the camera ready, they had gone away from me, and I go, oh man, there were just like about 4 of them, and it was just such a great little shot, but they went back into the bushes and areas, and I couldn't get them on camera. So you just never know. You got to be ready with the camera. So I'm ready right now. Let's see if anything comes across us here. Well, we're coming towards the end of the second walk. Getting off that boardwalk and on the little bit of the dirt trail here. Most of this place is all the boardwalk. Didn't come across any more animals or anything as of yet. I thought this branch was a snake. Look at that. That's why you saw that camera go down for a second. But they marked it red, so I guess nobody would trip over it. But sometimes the snakes will cross these dirt roads, and I'm not really worried about them too much as long as it's not a venomous snake, and they are out here, but I haven't came across the venomous snakes yet. But that was good. They marked it. They should have made it more red than that. And they got a little area right here that just is kind of a bench area. Relax and get back to your walk again. I was talking with a gentleman that was walking around. I've seen him a couple times, and he said what he does is he walks the whole thing 5 times, and that's about the distance of 3 miles. I thought that was pretty interesting. I've walked it twice, so I guess I've done, I don't know, maybe 1.5 miles. That's not too bad. And here we go back toward the front. Gentleman's getting his exercise in over there. And look at this here. More information on plants. And they got a thing over here, hello, on animal tracks, which I thought was pretty good. Well, leaving Erna Nixon Park. Good experience, nice place. And free parking, free admission. One of the nice things that Florida has to offer.